Welcome to segment 22 of the DM commentary. I'm Chris Perkins, your DM.
Useful info.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if I touch the other gold or the same thing happened?
Sure, go ahead.
Oh, no.
He's knocked back to his feet for 6 seconds before he's already doing something else dumb.
Nothing will happen because you've already dispatched the skeleton.
Doug is a type of player that I like to call an instigator.
Well, then there's no reason not for me to take that gold.
You quickly gather it up with no repercussions.
All right, you're welcome, guys.
And there always seems to be one in the group.
So glad we brought him back.
The heroes have misgivings about bringing Steel Diamond back from the brink of death.
Yeah. That's what bards do, right?
Anyone else remember anything cool from history class?
Let me see.
Nope.
18.
19.
Yes. No.
1.
So you get +4 to your roll.
1923 again.
Success.
All right.
More,
No
right?
pressure, but you
The skill challenge
one success or one
One
failure.
is super dramatic. One success or one failure away.
Drama you get.
Will they do it?
21 actually with the history.
Success.
15.
Success. You get a +6.
Oh, 13. 19. No. It's 19. Just under. 19.
I love this shit.
Get the rest of the gold.
Red. No blue.
All right.
Oh, no.
Oh no. Skill challenge. Wah, wah.
Column of fire.
I zigged when I should have zagged.
A column of fire basically fills that area, just sort of going right up to the ceiling. So now there's like a fire shield around this thing. And this appears.
Nice.
Let's all get in some cold, huh?
You can see that in the midst of this rolling ball of fire is the vague semblance of a face.
The magic circle, in addition, basically has 2 effects. One is the column of fire that surrounds the sarcophagus, deterring characters from entering it.
Everybody roll initiative.
And the other is summoning this little fiery elemental that looks remarkably similar to the wizard's flaming sphere spell.
7.
20.
20.
And that's because I like the mini so much I wanted to use it as a monster in this case.
All right. Bluebell the Drow, you're the fastest of the guys who rolled 20, so you get to go first.
If you get in a cloud, maybe you can do frozen arrows.
Yeah.
This appears to be some sort of fire element.
And now we see again the benefits of cool terrain. The heroes get to use the cold gas clouds to their advantage.
3, 4, 5, yes.
Oh, nice.
Front line.
All right.
Look at that, guys. We can all take one of our own.
You can make a ranged attack if you want to.
Let's do a range.
There were 5 clouds on the map there.
attack.
As
And
you
not
lift your
coincidentally,
longbow, you see
5
your arrow
characters.
Sort of coated in cold energy.
He's not gonna like this.
Hunter's Quarry.
The flaming elemental was my own variant of a basic fire elemental, created solely because I wanted to use the miniature, of course, but
Use the minor
also because I wanted a fire creature for them to fight,
All it does is it gives you extra
and they could use the cold clouds against it. And I wanted this fire elemental to have cold vulnerability, so it would take more damage
+3.
Okay, and then on
from
top
the
of that,
cold.
roll a d6. But the first thing you have to do is try to hit it. And
Which
to do
is it,
that,
my
you roll a
D20?
D20. Yeah.
All right.
Big roll.
10.
Plus
Plus.
anything? It's the number right next to where your longbow is in the box.
5.
15.
15 is not enough to hit it. The arrow misses and bursts into snowflakes on impact.
The arrow misses and bursts into snowflakes on impact. I actually like things like that. Whenever I'm DMing, one of the things I try to do is to turn the combat into more than just a series of numbers, damage values, and hit rolls and things like that. It's kind of boring just to say, you know, roll to attack. I rolled a 20. You hit. I do 5 damage. And that's it. I try to inject a little bit of color into the character's actions when the players themselves do not.
Plus 7. No.
Basically, I picture how I would see it in a movie and then try to describe that as succinctly as possible.
Next is Steel Diamond.
Is that column of flame still doing this? Or
Yes.
Do I have
No, it is
so
now.
if I go here, I don't have a line of sight?
You do. The flames are not perfectly solid. It's not like you can't see through them.
Okay, so I'm going to
So-
step here. Ooh, magic stuff.
Ooh, it's
And
all
I'm
chilly.
going to use my once-a-day stirring shout.
All right.
All right, now this is why the party is glad that Steel Diamond is alive.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
And just to tell everybody, until the end of the encounter, the whole encounter,
Yep.
whenever an ally of mine hits the target, that ally regains hit points equal to my charisma modifier, which is +5. So
Nice.
Sweet.
if I hit, you're welcome.
Wow.
All right.
I'm glad you're not dead.
This is a +5.
Yeah.
21.
That is going to hit it. In addition, you deal an extra D6.
All right, Doug has waited for many, many hours to get this moment in the sun.
So 4, 7, 11, plus 5, 16 points of damage.
Okay. You'll also be pleased to know that this monster has something called vulnerability to cold, which means it takes an extra 5 damage every time it's hit by a cold attack. So you actually did 21 points of damage.
Wow.
So now remember, anybody hits this guy, he gets 5 hit points back.
Yeah.
No.
See, Steel Diamond's cool. Bards are cool. It's all good.
Anyone who hits it gets
No,
5
not he.
points. Right.
You.
Right.
Yeah.
He meaning we.
He meaning we, who is us, not him.
All right. That was Steel. Next up is the rolling fireball.
Oh dear.
Right.
I should not have taken point.
It goes 1, 2, 3, enters your square, 4,
But it's a cold square.
5, 6, 7, 8. And it will end its movement there.
The rolling ball has an ability similar to some trample effects of other monsters, which basically allow it to freely move through character spaces and deal damage to them as it passes by.
Yeah, to the tune of 6.
The creature is categorized as a skirmisher, so it's highly mobile.
22. Your reflex defense is on your cheat card there. It's
Probably less than 20.
REF.
14.
Okay, he totally hit you.
Which brings me to the conversation about monster
He does a
design.
total of 9 fire damage to you.
Okay.
I love, 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 love
Now,
4th edition
you roll
monster
through my
design.
Square and then
Probably been my
I
favorite
delivered
thing
6
about the
damage
new edition.
points. That's based on the cold.
You start by
So
choosing a
he
monster
doesn't also
roll
get that 5
and a
vulnerability
level.
to cold damage as
And these
well.
two things basically determine all of the creature's basic stats, its hit points and
Does
whatnot.
he get an opportunity attack as well?
No, that's the special ability of this thing.
Kind of like the
But the
bat.
creative effort of monster design really goes into
Next
the
up
creation of its
is-
powers.
That was it. So we are at Ranrock, who is not standing in a cloud.
Wink.
Hey, boys.
It's not a cold cloud.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Brave.
It's called balls.
Brave.
Okay.
And are we pretending I picked up my javelins?
Sure. Yes, absolutely.
Yes, yes, Ranrock has his javelins. I am not a stickler for keeping track of weapon and ammunition expenditures. I assume if they've taken a short rest, they would have gathered up all of their salvageable belongings.
Marked for death.
I can mark someone as a target and then.
So going back to monster design briefly, the trick to coming up with, I believe, interesting monsters is to identify the monster's shtick. You know, what cool thing or things does it do that are iconic to that creature? And then the trick becomes to build, or the task or the challenge becomes to build a couple, 1 or 2 powers that really kind of capture that.
Jaundice.
And sometimes it's fine to lift a power from another similar monster.
Move 1,
Other times you want the monster to do something weird,
5,
like
6. Towards
teleport
the blue
a
cloud,
target
but
when
I'm
it
gonna
hits, or
Take aim at my friend and use my daily power.
impart some sort of
area
damaging
burst 1 within
aura
20
effect to the
squares.
target that's hit,
I'm
or
gonna put the
who knows.
burst right on his head. This is an attack versus his will defense.
But
It's
what's
a
good about
phantom chasm.
monster design is that
I create the image of a
it kind of
bottomless
puts the
chasm
creative effort in the
opens
right
beneath
place,
him,
and it makes all of the
convincing him that
mechanical
they are
stuff as
plummeting
easy
to
as
their
possible.
depths. So we're getting psychological on him.
This thing might not think.
And I roll a 19 against his will.
That hits.
Okay, and it does 2d6 plus 5.
The best encounters always include monsters of varying roles.
Psychic damage, yes. And the target will become prone and immobilized until the end of its next turn. So I do 4, 5, 6, 9 damage.
Dan does the smart thing here by immobilizing the highly immobile skirmisher.
Okay.
Locking it down like that is actually tremendously smart.
Does he get 5 hit points back for that?
Yes, he does.
Do I
don't think
get
he took
5?
any
Ah,
damage.
thank you. No, I had done a healing surge before.
Okay.
But it still feels good. I get just kind of a tingle.
Did you do damage?
Nope.
All right.
That was my
But he
daily.
did.
Only
Well
one
done.
person can be in a
I like the
cloud.
cards.
And they gain the benefit of the bard's power with their hit points. Awesome, awesome Steel Diamond.